The bustling sounds of the hospital echoed through the corridors, a symphony of beeping machines and hurried footsteps. In the corner room on the third floor, a peculiar patient lay quietly. His name was Jesus, and though his presence was unassuming, it carried an aura of peace that seemed to blanket the entire ward. Nurses and doctors came and went, puzzled by the lack of any clear diagnosis. Jesus simply smiled at each one, his eyes filled with compassion and understanding. Word spread quickly among the staff about the man in room 308. Patients who were stable enough to move found reasons to pass by his door, feeling an inexplicable draw. One evening, a nurse named Clara entered the room to check his vitals. Her usual brisk demeanor softened as she approached him. "Is there anything you need, Jesus?" she asked, feeling strangely comforted just being near him. He looked at her, his gaze warm and penetrating. "You do so much for others, Clara. How can I help you?" Startled, Clara hesitated. She hadn't allowed herself to think about her own troubles, not while surrounded by so much suffering. "My son. He's been struggling," she admitted, her voice barely above a whisper. Jesus nodded, a gentle understanding in his expression. "Bring him to me," he said simply. The next day, Clara returned with her son, David, a quiet teenager burdened with worries far beyond his years. Jesus spoke to him softly, listening intently to his concerns, offering wisdom that seemed to seep into David's very soul. Over the following weeks, the hospital staff noticed remarkable changes not only in David, but throughout the ward. Patients who had been battling long illnesses found new strength, and the atmosphere shifted from one of desperation to hope.